Good morning folks, welcome to David Daily. I've decided to use David Daily as the channel where I sort of experiment with different lighting setups and different audio setups and things like that. So you're seeing the first one of those today, and as well as like a different setup, a different look, I've also got a different sort of video for you. So for those of you who don't know, I used to live and work in Romania a couple of years ago, and I had my own YouTube channel there as well, named after my company Prime Photographic. So I used to live and work as a photographer over there, and whenever I would get like an interesting client who I could make a video around and who agreed to be in a video, then I would make a video about it, film the behind the scenes and put it on my channel. So today I'm going to look back at one of those from 2018. I introduce the story in the video itself. Now back then I used to record on a Nikon D800, which wasn't a video camera whatsoever. The autofocus you'll see when I introduced the video was just hunting, so thankfully I don't have those problems anymore. And I used to record audio with my iPhone, so you'll see I have an earbud in with the microphone, a little microphone. I'm speaking into that. So without further ado, let's turn it on. Let's watch the video. Hello and welcome to the Prime Photographic YouTube channel. After being neglected for so long, Prime Photographic YouTube channel is back, and I'm sure my 40 subscribers have been like scratching their eyeballs waiting for a new video. 40 subscribers.
Well, you can hold your breath no longer because here is a video. So last week we got a booking, and it was for a portrait shoot. 3 ladies, 2 sisters and 1 mother, and they told us that they're never together. When one sister is home with the mother, the other is away, and vice versa. So this was a very rare
This video that you're watching now, this introduction, was a promo video that I made for my studio to advertise it when it first opened. Basically a family friend, I asked if I could borrow her daughter, as you do, to take pictures of, just as if, you know, just as like a free one. She was like one of the most popular girls in the school, so when everyone saw that she'd had professional photos from us, all the other kids, of course, they wanted them as well, so it really worked.
They got to spend together, all 3 of them, and they wanted to make it count with some photos. So they found out we were based in Bushden, which is in the foothills of the Pisic mountains, and they wanted a nice outdoor shoot with the mountains in the background, and then they wanted to come into the studio to have some studio pictures. So this video is going to be a behind the scenes from that shoot. As you'll see in the video, I got the vibe very quickly that the ladies didn't want to be posed, and I thought, yeah, that makes sense. They've not seen each other together for ages, so I just thought I would kind of just give them a little bit of guidance, but mainly let them do whatever they wanted to do. So you won't hear me give too much direction, I just kind of give prompts and give ideas. So during the booking process, we mentioned that we work with a hairstylist, and did they want their hair doing before the shoot, and they said yes. So that's where we'll pick up the action. Enjoy. Okay, I'm here at Salon Alexandra V, and I'm pretty useless at this point because the ladies are just having their hair done, so I kind of just like stay out of the way and don't wind and try not to wind anybody up. Yeah, no, it's a nice day, so it's good. We've got like a lot of cloud coverage, but it's not too cold, not too warm. So we're going to start with some outside pictures, and then we're going to have a break, and then we're going to go to the studio. So.
Sound more interested, Dave. Oh, that's Alexandra, the salon owner, who became a good friend of ours in Romania. We used to work together a lot. That's where I used to live.
And you think, yeah, the background is so nice, but I'm talking to myself, sorry.
So, I'm not sure if you got it during the introduction, but these are 2 daughters and a mother. 2 daughters, they speak English perfectly fine, but the mother didn't, so it's okay though. I had Roxy and my wife with me.
Nice to see you.
My Romanian wife.
That's it. That's nice, ladies. Good.
They were kind of fun, you know. They didn't want to stand there just flat, and, you know, the traditional.
Yeah. Do you want some
They
singles here?
didn't want to be posed.
Yeah? Who wants to go first? Hold that, hold that. You good? I like that. Play with the snow if you want.
It looks like a painting, doesn't it?
I can pose you or you can
Fake
have
background. So I'm using a Nikon D610.
Again, throw the snow again.
50mm 1.4 or 1.8. I think it's a 1.4.
Excellent.
It's my go-to lens. My favourite
Mama
lens
is
of all
injured.
time.
Mama, jeźbine?
Jeźbine is, are you okay? Are you good?
Je to tu bine?
Yeah, total bine. Is everything okay?
That's
is everything
great.
good?
Wow. Perfect.
There's Roxy holding a reflector for me.
Nice, ladies. Stay there, hold that. I want to get the whole bit more of the tree in.
My
Now I'm
editing
gonna come
style has
closer.
changed definitely since then. I think I edited them nicely.
How about we can get Mama and like this?
There's hundreds of
Copy Mama
pictures, you
Tino's.
know, and like I didn't have time to
And now nice and close, ladies, all together.
retouch the skin
happy.
on every single one, so I had to use more automated software that
Good.
would just run a softening filter on all the
Let me
pictures.
check your eyes.
So the skin retouching
You
is
can wink at
not
me
the
if you
best.
One more time. There we go.
I miss taking portraits. I've just invested in another 50 because I've switched to Sony now, so
Snow in the face aside, so far so
just
good.
invested in a
It was
50
time to
mil.
go over to the swing and
It's the
take some
cheapest one
pictures
that they
there
do.
before having a break for lunch, and it was there
Just for
where
that 50 mil
I was
focal
thinking
length.
I would really appreciate some IAF right now, because my 2012 Nikon D610 was just not able to track or focus properly on the girls while they were swinging. So I had to pre-focus on one of the struts of the swing and then wait for them to swing within my depth of field before capturing the shot, but it wasn't ideal. Do me a favour, swing at the same time.
It's funny now that back then I didn't have IAF like I just mentioned on the Nikon D610. Now that I have IAF on the Sony A7 III, I don't take any portraits. So
Yeah, I'll get you on the next one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Perfect.
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4? No, 1, 2, 3,
And you're
5.
in focus, yes.
Doesn't make any sense.
Gata.
Gata.
So you can see me there. I was very happy to get the shots of the swing in focus, and I'm actually telling the client about it. And I'm actually doing that a lot during the shoot. I'm always talking to the client. I'm always telling them what's going on, keeping them involved. And you know what, in my experience, they really appreciate it. I've never got a negative reaction from me sharing with the client. They're actually always really interested in what I'm doing and how I'm creating the pictures. And by sharing with them, I'm actually showing them that I'm doing more than just pressing a button on the camera. I'm actually having to work to create the pictures. The camera isn't doing all the work. And speaking of work, we'd all worked up an appetite by this point, so we went for some lunch and then we headed off to the studio.
The studio is a converted garage when we first got to Romania. It's in the garage of Roxy's family guest house, so we converted the garage, and that's one of the reasons why we left Romania. I'll explain to you at the end what happened. I still have all those modifiers, still have that trigger. Don't have the Nikons anymore though, I sold both of those. I've flip-flopped between cameras forever, so started out with a Canon 6D, switched over to the Nikon D610, went back to Canon. No, I started out with Sony. I started with a Sony A37. I went to a 6D. Oh, God, I can't even remember.
And my final takeaway from this shoot is this. Your clients have booked you for your style of photography, but often to get the best out of them, you have to understand.
Yeah, so looking back on these, I would definitely edit them differently now,
problem, and they feel your photography is the solution to that problem. So genuinely empathize with them. Put yourself in their shoes, relate to them, and you'll find it so much easier to direct them and create great images together. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.
Oh. Okay. So, there you go. That was me shooting back in 2018 in Romania. Some nice memories there. Yeah, some really nice memories. So, just quickly, we got to Romania, and, well, I say I got to Romania. Roxy already lived there. We met on the cruise ships. And we tried to open our own business and things like that, and the Romanian system is just so corrupt. It was so hard to do anything. To convert the studio and to open a business took 4 months. I'm not exaggerating, 4 months. Whereas in the UK, company's house, gov.uk, go to a bank, open a bank account, and that's it. When I registered my first business and opened my first business back in 2014 in the UK, it took like a week. You know, company's house on one day, bank manager's appointment and accountant appointment on the other days of the weekend. That's it. It's simple. Whereas over there, no, it's definitely not. I will go into that in a video, perhaps, if you're interested in the full story, because yeah, that could be like a half-an-hour video just there, if you're interested in maybe moving to that sort of area, because I know Romania is not the only country where this sort of thing happens. I think Greece is very similar. Come on, an Amazon van is pulling up. Anyway, right, so thanks for watching, and well, I said stay curious. I was saying stay curious even back then. I might bring it back. Now I just say David out. But yeah, I miss stay curious, so I'll say stay curious and see you tomorrow.